Hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Buckle Up, an ultra running conversation. This is a little brief recap of what we're up to. We had a cancellation this morning, so we're just kind of filling people in.
Yeah, Brian, where are you? Why does it look like
Oh
you're
man, you haven't been to Timberland High School in the middle of Missouri? Yeah, it's the home of the Wolves. Go
Missouri?
Wolves! Go
Go
Wolves!
Wolves.
Yeah,
I saw on your Strava yesterday you ran 5 miles on a track in Lyman,
Lyman, Colorado. Yeah,
Colorado.
yeah. Go
So that's
Badgers!
south
Yeah,
that's south of where I
Badger
grew up. And
country.
I think I replied to your Strava, ew. Like no hate on Lyman, but I'm like, why are you out in the middle of nowhere
Hey,
on
the
a
Badgers
why are you on a
beat the Beat Diggers
no
10 times to 1.
nobody beats the beat diggers. Our
Mandy's
name is
a
cooler.
former or once a beat digger, always a beat digger, but Mandy's a beat digger and Lyman is near there. I don't know if you guys actually played sports or not together, but I was at Lyman cutting through, which is at the eastern edge of Colorado, for those that don't know. And it's a really small town, but they do have a really nice trek, as a matter of fact. And they have a small little tiny grocery store where I got a bag of pre-cooked ribs and a salad kit for dinner that I ate on the road.
Sounds lovely. Did you stop at the Dairy King? Is the Dairy King still open in Lyman?
I did not see a Dairy King.
Probably went out of business. Large population there to keep it thriving. Why are
Yeah,
you on
so
a
I
high school tour, Brian?
Yeah,
Why
I
are you
am on the high
driving a
school
car?
tour. I am gonna go run at the Wolfpack Stadium here in a little bit and just kind of shake out the legs. But I am in the middle of Missouri. Yesterday I was on the eastern edge of Colorado. I live in western Colorado, so as you can see, I'm making my way east. I am headed to Virginia for the Old Dominion 100. It is Thursday currently as I record this, and we start on Saturday morning at 4 a.m.
Woohoo! So have you run? I don't even know. Have you run Old Dominion before?
This is, I think, the farthest east I've ever raced, besides being a kid and like racing 10Ks, half marathons, road stuff, but no ultras
Okay.
anywhere east of Denver.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you run it before. And this is part of your big summer, so this officially kicks everything off for you.
This is the first stop in the Grand Slam of Ultrarunning. And the Grand Slam of Ultrarunning is four of the five oldest 100 milers in the country. Starts with Old Dominion. The next one would be Western States, which I didn't get into, so that's not on my list. Then it's Vermont 100. Then it's Leadville 100. And then to finish it up, you have to do Wasatch Front 100. And that's because that's where the award is given, and they're the owners of the series. And so you have to do that one. So you have four, you have to do three of the other four and finish at Wasatch. So this is the kickoff to it right here coming up.
Yeah. So little stats. I was doing some research on this race. Started in 1979.
Yeah,
And that
it's old
year
as
there were
dirt.
45. It's like we were talking about the race website. Like the race website is old as dirt, right?
I think the race website is from 1979 as well.
They were the first website ever invented. There were 45 starters that year and 22 finishers.
Okay, so 49% or roughly just less than halfway.
Yeah, I was looking at their finish rate over the years, and one year they had a 15% finish rate. Like what happened in 1983?
Yeah, it was a bad
61
year.
people started and nine finished. You should go back and see if you can find the live stream of that one
Yeah, I should see if Mountain Outpost has it somewhere.
from 1983.
This one is actually kind of tough. In order to get a buckle, which I love, my buckles, I have to finish in 24 hours, which is like a 14 and change, 14, 15, 14 minute, 15 second mile per mile average for 100 miles. So I need to do some work in order to get a buckle, but I could also just be an official finisher at 28 hours, which is still pretty fast. So it's faster, 4 hours, or I'm sorry, 2 hours faster than Leadville, but generally speaking, it's still pretty quick. I think it's
Yeah.
like a 16-minute mile averaging. So still I have to keep moving. I did get some intel from Simon. We were texting on the side, and he gave me some updates and intel as to what to expect and where to make my move.
Okay. So you got a strategy.
Yeah, I have to make it to mile 70 or so by dark. in order to still be in contention for the 24 hours. I'm
Okay.
gonna go for the 24 hours, quite honestly. I feel good. I'm running well. I got some speed in my legs and it's fairly runnable. I'm also coming from altitude down to 2,000 feet. So I have a little advantage there, even though I'm losing a little bit by driving to Virginia. But I'm not willing to risk the whole season on it as well. So if the wheels fall off or something's going wrong, I just need to get in under 28 hours in order to move on in the process of the Grand Slam of all four races this summer.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, that's got to be an interesting strategy you got to think about because you've got a lot more running ahead of you. So
This
it'll be
might be
fun to
the
see
actual
how you do.
biggest gap I have. I think it's 5 weeks until Vermont,
Okay.
and then it's 4, and then it's 3 between Leadville and Wasatch. I think it's only 3 weeks, so that's a short
Okay.
window. This one
Yeah.
here, Old Dominion, has 14,000 feet of vertical gain. I thought it's 60 miles of dirt roads, so quite a bit of dirt roads, so that's fairly runnable. 16 miles of pavement, so already we're looking at like 70 plus miles of fairly runnable terrain. I mean, I know roads, dirt roads, and all those can be challenging as well, but not that much single track or two track type of stuff in there for 100
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah, hopefully the runnable part and then just coming, like you said, coming from elevation down will make a big difference. I've done that only one time out east and I'm dying to go back because I'm breathing. It was just down to sea level. I hope that that's a gift for you. It keeps you flying.
Yeah, I feel good now. I'll see when I get out onto home of the Wolves here at Timberland High School and just get a little shakeout run on the track. And so the tour of the track is because I like to check out new tracks. It's kind of a thing I've just been doing lately. Actually, when I go over to the airport and or drop somebody off or pick somebody up, or I'm in Denver for some reason, I actually wind up going to a different high school a lot of the times and trying to find a new track that I haven't seen yet and just run a workout on there. So I did that in Lyman yesterday. Today I'll get a little shakeout run, probably just 3 miles here at the Wolf Stadium. Go Wolves! Woo Wolves!
So
And so
follow Brian Strava if you want to see what cool. You should like leave a review, like a Google 5-star review. Going to a
I
high
could start
school.
doing a review. Yeah. I actually there's 4 high schools in this area in I don't know what town I'm in. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's 4 high schools in this town, and I picked this one because it actually had a picture of their track, and it looks really nice.
I think you should start leaving reviews. It'll get you
Where
some
am I
more
though? That's a good
followers.
question.
And then also, I think you can leave reviews of all the gas stations that you've been to. Brian was talking about how nice the gas stations are, and then we are talking about like the pros and cons of showering at the truck or gas stations versus finding the rec center and paying a little bit more. And I told him I think he should not shower at the gas stations because he's going to be like 50 miles into the race and plantar fascia or plantar wart or some disease from the showers on the road trip.
So I am driving to Virginia. I am sleeping in the back of my truck. I am completely dirtbagging it. The most expensive backpack I have is all this camera and laptop equipment that I have with me, but everything else is just like sleeping bags and blankets. I do have 2 milk crates full of gear for the race. I pre-made some drop bags. I did all that kind of stuff, but I am literally dirtbagging it, sleeping in my truck. So last night I slept in a really nice truck stop, and I know that sounds ridiculous but hear me out. So Love's, I think most of the country has Love's gas stations, truck stop gas stations, and they got some really good hot dogs as well. But they have like all the amenities for the truckers, big parking lots. You can go and take a shower and like schedule it on the app and everything. And I was just pulling into a Love's, and I don't have the app prior to this trip, but I was out there in eastern Colorado, and I saw a Love's. I pulled in, and it said with the Love's account, which was free, I get 25 cents per gallon off of the diesel gas for my truck. So I thought, well, shoot, that's like $6 a fill up, and so I'm gonna fill up like at least 8 or 10 times before I get to or get all the way back to Colorado from Virginia. So I saved $60, so that's probably worth something. Maybe it'll get me like a Old Dominion sweatshirt or something. But then I
Follow
typically will
Brian
go
for
to
more as they follow Brian for more track
yeah.
and gas saving tips.
Yeah, gas saving tips. I'm full of information today. I mean, this could, I know we said only 20 minutes, but I think we could probably go for the full hour. So I'm at the track and I'm gonna go run, and then what I'll do is I'm in Wentzville. Wentzville, you guys know Wentzville, Missouri,
Yeah,
right? Wentzville. Yeah. Well, there's 4 high
I have a
schools in
friend that lives in
Wentzville, and I'm at Timberland High School. Go Wolves! And then I'll probably go find a community center or a rec center or an outdoor swimming pool. I'll pay the $5, $7. I'll go sit in their hot tub and then take a shower and then keep on pushing. Loves trucker gas stations also has showers available. And so that's where this whole banter came from, is that maybe some things I just take the 25 cents and I move on and I don't shower and get some sort of fungus on my feet, worse
Okay,
than the fungus on my
yeah,
feet already.
but yeah, that's a good point because they're probably a little torn up already. Like, I've seen your feet in sandals; they look like all of ours. You can just tell an ultra runner
Yeah,
when you look at their feet. Okay, one question for you about loves. I was on a road trip with a girlfriend to Detroit one time to go visit her mom, and we stopped by this gas station. Didn't look that nice, but we went inside and they had the fanciest bidets in every single stall. You couldn't find a stall in this gas station without a bidet, and they were fancy, like heated, clean. Have you run into a bidet gas station yet?
I haven't.
You gotta find one.
Yeah, that
It
that,
was the
that might be questionable too.
funniest.
Maybe on the
It
way
was
home,
the
because I'll be going through Chicago. So I'm on I-70 going to Virginia. I'm gonna go up to Pennsylvania, stop in and pop in on the family real quick that lives in the Pocono areas of Pennsylvania, and then I'm gonna jump on 80 and come 80 all the way back.
okay. I don't know
So
what highway I would have been
I
on.
won't even retrace my steps. So all new high
That's gonna
schools. It's gonna be so exciting.
all new high schools, new gas stations, hopefully a bidet.
New
It was the
rec
funniest
centers,
thing.
new outdoor swimming pools. Yeah, it's gonna be all new.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need the shower. Maybe there are nice showers and bidets along the course.
There is a shower at the, gosh, is the Shenandoah County Fairgrounds that we're allowed to use, I believe, but it's all cold water. But at that point, I think anything just to clean up will be great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're excited for you. Tell us how we can follow along. I didn't even
You
get
know,
onto the first website ever created to
Katie
check
was
it out
asking
yet.
that same question, and I can't, I don't think, just like the website, I don't think we're up to speed in the 21st century with tracking at Old Dominion 100.
Maybe Katie will just update social media or something, or just see at the end. Check out the
I'll be
videos.
in and out of service, I bet. I know I'm on some ridges and I'm pretty close to town most of the day, so I'll be in and out of service with my phone on me. So,
Can't wait to see. Yeah, keep us posted. Good luck out there.
what are you up to? Where are you at?
I'm at home. This is the view of today. You looked at my kids just left. We were searching for bike helmets and fishing rods and all the things that summer mornings really interesting here. My husband yesterday had to tell the kids to stop like yelling at me and losing their stuff and blaming me because whenever that happens, then I call him at work to complain about summer break and they joke about how he's gonna stop answering the phone. And I gave him the death stare of like, because I'm here trying to work while the kids are on summer break. So I'm just enjoying some peace and quiet. They went fishing. So I'm gearing up for our next race. I'm still cleaning the mud off of everything from Welger Metal, which you're aware of. Lots of mud. Oh yeah, I've got the mug. We're on brand today with Welger Metal stuff. Gearing up for the next race. We got a 12-hour last person standing race in 2 weekends. That's all I got going on.
I do have one other update that I just received yesterday, like in the witching hour, like the hour before I left to get in my truck and start driving here, is that I was offered the position as the coach for Glenwood Springs High School's cross country team. So that was exciting. I
Congratulations.
applied and interviewed for it last week, and yesterday morning I got the call and accepted the position. When I get back, I need to kind of unpack it all and see what that looks like as well. But I'll continue to coach online endurance athletes for ultras through altitude endurance coaching, obviously. Still continue with that and add in high school coaching cross country. So I'm really excited about that.
And you're gonna start coaching me. We talked about that this week too.
And we're gonna start coaching you. We did talk about that a little bit this week, and we have like a bunch of collaborations going on. So I know Training Peaks has really panned out. I did get featured as a coach match coach, so I'm in the coach match system. So those guys over Training Peaks have been great, nothing but awesome to work with, and have already sent me a couple emails from athletes that matched with me. So
Good. Good. Yeah, Brian's featured on. We had a new rebrand of my business. So it's gomilesbeyond.com and our website just launched. So we'll be featuring Brian and a few other coaches on there. Kind of more global mindset collaborative effort to really just be I want to be a resource for runners. So coaching, we talked with Terry about some of the more mental training. So starting to build that up, which is exciting. It's a lot of work, but it keeps me excited to do different things and new opportunities. And yeah, I
Hey, I
gotta
think
find
one last
100 miles.
plug here before we let you go. Thanks for tuning in for our short little 20-minute recap here. It's just a filler for one of our guests had an issue last minute, and we'll reschedule them. Really excited about that conversation. But our next conversation and future conversations, if you have any thoughts on it as a listener, you can reach out to Mandy and or I. We're all over the place. It's Mandy Mullen or Coach Brian Passenti, and you could find us pretty much anywhere. But DM us, send us an email, reply to this thread in YouTube or Spotify or wherever you're listening at. If you have a great story or know somebody that has a great story and you want to hear their story featured on our show, we'd love to talk with them and get new stories out there and kind of share our ultra running community with everyone else.
Absolutely. I think we got Sue's coming up, who's the budding like true 5K to ultra runner in the last year, which is an awesome story. I think to her and share that inspiration. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mandy, for jumping on short notice. And thank you guys for listening. We'll keep you updated. I will probably put this out just before the start of Old Dominion tomorrow on Friday afternoon and just kind of get it up on YouTube and all the little channels and everything. So thanks for tuning in and wish me luck.
Good luck, Brian. Have fun on your high school tour.